Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam, and here on my channel I like to talk a bunch of shit and really just piss people right off. So if you like to listen to some talk while you do your chores and scrub those toilets, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you, as always, more than words can say. So I actually had some other content planned for this week, but with this whole Lady Boss challenge announcement and the challenge starting this week, I want to cover that heavily. It's not looking good for Lady Boss, to say the least. Yesterday, I attended day one, and that's what we're going to be reacting to today. This is a 5-day challenge that is called the 5-Day Cake Challenge. I have not watched day one yet. I screen recorded it and I walked away. And so this is going to be fun for all of us. If you're not familiar with Lady Boss, I will go ahead and link my Lady Boss playlist down in the description. They are a multi-level marketing company, also known as an MLM, network marketing company, social marketing, social networking, social selling. They use all the terms. So they were not always an MLM company. They were actually a straight-to-consumer company beforehand. Long story short, Russell Brunson of ClickFunnels purchased the company in August of 2022 and turned it into an MLM. Kaylin Poulin is the original founder of Lady Boss, and she is the one that is running this whole challenge. It's going to be really interesting. Her whole situation resembles Brittany Dawn's situation, so it's pretty interesting to watch this all unfold. With all of that said, let's just dive into this day one video. Also, one more disclaimer. In the beginning, I was moving this to a place where my family wasn't so that we weren't picking up any background noises. So if you hear a little bit of the bustling around in the background, that will go away very soon.
Or getting down on yourself, or just feeling unmotivated, like you have an event that happens. How many ladies can think of something like that, right? So when I was 15, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer. This is like where the story starts for me, right? He was diagnosed with lung cancer, the chemo, all the medications, all of the things. I couldn't even recognize him anymore, right? And this is like where I lost control of my life, all right? A year later, when I was 16, my dad ended up committing suicide. He couldn't go on any longer with having to take all these medications, all these chemo, living life this way, being all this pain. And so here I am, 16 years old, now freshly with no dad. And that's when literally life stopped. How many of you ladies have life this way, being all this pain? And so here I am, 16 years old, now freshly with no dad. And that's when literally life stopped. How many of you ladies have experienced something traumatic that happened that all of a sudden you started turning to food, or you stopped working out, or you stopped taking care of yourself? You've been through an experience like that. That was mine, if I'm just being totally real and honest, because I'm sure you guys have that same place in your life that you've experienced. And so that's when I literally started using food as a coping mechanism, right? And I became addicted. I was eating, those big bags of gummy bears that you get at the store? I was eating one of those every 2 nights, okay? It would take me 2 days to get through one of those bags. I would go from drive-through to drive-through every day, because one drive-through, it had my favorite burger. And then the other drive-through, the one with the guy holding the hamburger, I had my favorite cheesecake. And so I would legit go from one drive-through to the other drive-through to get dessert. I was drinking 10 sugary sodas a day, 10. I would, in between, on breaks at work or in my classes, I would literally drive up to the gas station and refill my 44-ounce Polar Pop. You guys know what I'm talking about? That big old huge thing. I'm how did I even drink that much soda and not die, right? And I would sit on the couch and literally eat a 5-pound tub of cookie dough, just while watching TV on a nightly basis. I would find myself getting that whole thing of white chocolate and melting it in the microwave and sitting with a whole bag of pretzels and dipping the pretzels in there and eating them just in one sitting, the whole thing. I had no control. And sometimes if it's a really bad day, I'd have the cookie dough and the white chocolate covered pretzels in the same night. And so for me, it was just, I looked up one day and just said, how did I get here? How have I gotten to this point where I literally cannot stop eating this? I have to get back in control. And even though I said that and knew that in my mind, I didn't know how to do it, right? I'd basically given up on myself to make a change. I thought like, it's just not gonna happen to me. I wore the baggy clothes. I had no confidence. And I remember being in college and all of my roommates, all of them who were all like volleyball players and like soccer players and softball players. It's like all of my friends were a different size than me. All of my roommates were. And I was at this time about 180 pounds at 5'2". And they would be getting ready for a night out, and all of them, they'd be getting ready and they'd be like swapping outfits and they'd be coming to each other's wardrobe and be like, hey, can I wear this dress? But guess what? No one ever came to my wardrobe. I was the only one that couldn't do that. And so even though it was a small thing, it always stuck with me of like, I couldn't just go to their wardrobe and borrow one of their dresses, right? And it just like always made me feel so bad about myself, and just thinking like, man, even if I could fit in their dresses, like I don't have.
So let me just remind you that this is a challenge. These people are supposed to be getting something out of this to help them on their health or weight loss journey. Now, this is classic MLM behavior. They are already just starting with the sob story. Now, while I'm calling it a sob story, don't attack me. Kaylin's story that she just told is very sad. And the reason that she's telling this is like in front of this huge audience. Like, this isn't a moment of vulnerability. This is a moment of, I'm in front of this audience and they're gonna buy stuff if I make them feel stuff, which is classic marketing, of course. But the MLMs are doing this live, and they are trying to make it so that you feel bad and you also relate to them in some way, whether it's her relationship with her dad and what happened to her dad, or her relationship with food, or the fact that she went to 2 different drive-thrus or drank soda. Like, somebody, she's telling this story, she has an agenda. So she's not just doing it for the simple fact of sharing the story with people, she's doing it to pull people in and get their engagement. And I have an idea of where this whole challenge is going.
Have the confidence to wear that dress. And so they'd be sharing and swapping these dresses, and, you know, here I am, they're like in these cute little outfits and all this stuff and all confident and like, yeah, we're going out. And here I am, I can't even stand to look at myself in the mirror. I'm like avoiding mirrors at all costs. You guys ever felt that way? And I'm like, there's no way I could ever wear that. There's no way I could ever get to a point where I would feel confident in that. And so I remember after that, I was on the beach. I was on a beach vacation, and I was in my bathing suit. And I remember just like sitting there reading my book under the umbrella for a week straight, because I didn't have the confidence to be able to even be seen on the beach in a bathing suit. And much less like, I mean, I would come out to like play cornhole, because that's like, you know, that's my favorite sport. But I would come out of my chair to like play cornhole. And it's just like, I would look around at everyone else and be like, man, like, how do they have that type of confidence? Like, how do they get to that point where they can put on a 2-piece bikini and feel great in it, right? And even if they weren't like super fit with abs, it's like, how do they just have the confidence to wear it, right? To own it. Like, I want that. And so that Christmas, I went home from college, and my grandma makes the best snickerdoodle cookies in the world, right? Like, y'all know, some of you have met my grandma, but she makes the best snickerdoodle cookies. I was there for Christmas. I'd already eaten like 6, and I was going up to get like my like 7th cookie at that time. I was just eating one after the other, and my grandma literally leaned in and smacked my hand, and she said, Kaylin, do you really think that you need that other cookie? And I was like, it broke me. It literally broke me. And she said it in front of my whole family. And I remember taking that cookie and like going to the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, and like literally crying. And I'm not a crier, so I didn't want anyone else to see me upset by it. But
that's mortifying. It's Christmas and you're enjoying your family's baking and cooking, and you get called out for it. That's okay. That's just If anything, this is giving us a better background of why she promotes what she promotes.
Whole night as we drove home, I was just thinking, man, I can't believe she said that to me. I can't believe she embarrassed me like that. I can't believe she thinks that about me. Like, now other people are commenting on my weight gain. And so it really affected me. That night I got home and I was in my room and I was laying there and I was so mad at her. And I was just like, wow, my grandma and I'm going to tell her. And yeah, right. You don't tell my grandma anything, okay? She will knock you out, all right? She's 90 now, and she would still knock me out to this day. She'd spank me right now. She heard me even telling the story. But, you know, I was laying there and thinking, okay, like, what can I do? Where do I go from here? And so I just started looking up, like, weight loss transformations online. And I started looking at women. I was like, wow, okay, well, she has 4 kids. That's 4 more than I had at the time. And she's lost 50 pounds. If she can do it, I can do it. Or here's this other woman who is a nurse working 60 hours a week. If she can do it and find the time, I can too. And so I just started looking at other women and saying, wow, like, if it's possible for them, it's possible for me. And so that's what I'm gonna tell you today is if it's possible for all these other lady bosses, it is possible for you. There are tens, if not hundreds of women just like you in your exact same situation that have made this happen for them. And so it is absolutely possible for you. Okay, you can do this. So a friend of mine then, at this point in the story where I was like, I know I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. I've never even worked out in my life. I'm definitely not showing up to the gym yet, right? I'm like, no way, Jose, I have no idea what I would be doing. A friend of mine actually introduced me to a meal replacement shake for the first time. And it wasn't this one, it wasn't our cake, right? Like, and what's funny is I didn't even know what being healthy really even meant. Okay.
What it doesn't mean is replacing your meals with shakes.
Okay. And when I was introduced to that shake, it definitely didn't taste this good. Number 2, like, for sure. But I didn't know what being healthy meant. I thought, like, being healthy was getting a fried chicken sandwich instead of the Baconator, right, at the drive-thru. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, anybody ever had that? I used to, like, try to out-eat my guy friends by getting the biggest Baconator that they had and seeing who could eat it the fastest. Like, that's the point of life to where I was at when I started drinking this shake, you guys. Like, it was not a happy place. So I just started replacing breakfast with a shake and having it for lunch on the go. So for the first couple of days, it was so crazy. I'll never forget it. For the first couple of days, I'm like, how is drinking this shake gonna do anything for me, right? Like, I don't get it, but I'll do it. I'll have a milkshake for breakfast, fine. You're telling me, have a milkshake for breakfast, everybody's doing it, like, I'll try it, right? And so the first couple of days, I just started having it for breakfast instead of binging at the cafeteria at college and eating as much food as possible because it was free, right? I started feeling better. And by feeling better, I mean, like, I stopped having, like, crazy cravings during the day. I noticed a huge difference in my energy. After I started, like, seeing a difference in my energy, like, literally that week, I was like, man, I think I want to start doing more. But I never worked out before, right? And so with the change in my energy, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go walk on the treadmill.
I don't like to make fun of people's appearances, and that's not my intent here, but her lashes look way too heavy for her eyelids. It looks like she's struggling to keep her eyelids up.
I'm going to go just move my body. Just move my body. Because that's all I knew how to do. And so I'd be here, like, on the treadmill walking. I had, like, my hood up, right? Like, no one could see me because I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. How many ladies feel that way about the gym? You're like, I'm not going to the gym because I'll be so out of place. And I thought fit people go to the gym, not people like me, right? That's where I was at. So I'd show up in this hoodie, hood up. I remember I was so nervous, like, sitting in the parking lot the first time I went to the gym. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And I would be like, I'm gonna get out now. It took me like 20 minutes to get out of my car. And so I finally got to the treadmill. I started just walking every day, moving my body, drinking my shake for breakfast, and moving my body. And I started to lose weight, drinking a shake and moving my body. So doing that, I hit my first goal of losing 50 pounds. And after that, I literally decided, okay, so I've lost 50 pounds now, which is, like, insane. I remember losing the first 10 pounds and being like, oh my gosh, like, I'm actually doing this thing. I'm actually making this work. Like, it's actually happening. And all I did was start drinking a shake, right? And moving my body a little bit. Like, not even anything vigorous. I was, like, walking at 0% incline at, like, 0.5 mile per hour. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. And so after that, I decided, okay, I want to start my next challenge. I want to lean down and I want to build muscle. Like, now that I'm losing the weight, I want to start to tone up. I want to start to lean down. I want to start Well, for me, it was like, I felt like I was like, I'm pretty much just like skinny fat right now. It's kind of like where I got to. And I was like, man, I really want to start building this toneness that I see these other girls with. I want to start building some muscle. I want my body to start burning calories for me because I build muscle. And so that's when I made the silly decision that,
What exactly is skinny fat? Oh my, not only is she the picture of a boss babe, but she's also the picture of toxic diet culture. Like, it's just replace your meals with shakes and skinny fat already. And we're only 10 minutes in.
okay, now that you've lost 50 pounds, Kaylin, like, let's compete in a fitness competition. And as soon as the words came out of my mouth and I told the first person, I was like, I can't believe I just said that, right? And so it literally scared the heck out of me, you guys. I mean, I'm talking like I was 180 pounds. I just lost 50 pounds. And now I'm gonna challenge myself to get in a 2-piece bathing suit in front of 1,000 people. Like, you can understand how, like, if you said that today, you'd be like, ain't no way possible, right? So my goal for me was just, I want to say I did it. I want to build the confidence around myself. I want to continue to progress. I want to set the bar higher for myself and then see what happens if I start pushing myself, because I was already feeling so good. I was already making progress. I already lost 50 pounds. I was like, I have to level up now. I have to go into the next phase of my transformation. And so they're going to pull up my transformation pic for me. And what's crazy about this picture, yeah, not my ex that's blurred out, okay? That's not the crazy part. But all I did was start replacing breakfast with a shake, right? And started having one post-workout to do this. Like, I ended up losing 65 pounds in total. I stepped on stage at that fitness competition, won my height class, won the overall of that show, which got me a bid to nationals. Everyone was like, don't do it, Kaylin. It's a waste of time. Like, you're never going to get picked. I was like, somebody's got to win. Might as well be me.
All right. So the way she's talking about herself, like, I already knew what she looked like before, but now that she's showing the pictures, we can kind of discuss. The way she tells her story, like she was huge, like my 600-pound life type of thing, that's not the case. I'm not promoting unhealthy living, okay? She probably was not in a healthy weight range if you're looking at the BMI scale or whatever. That's a whole nother story. She was not to the extent that she makes it sound like she was. She is exceptionally good at over dramatizing her weight loss. And now I'm not discrediting the fact that she did lose weight and she did get really, really fit for this fitness competition, but it's the false hope. That's what it is. She's making her story, her weight loss journey, seem so much bigger than it was. It's not going to be as easy as replacing 2 meals a day with a shake. That's unhealthy. That is not eating enough. That is heavy restriction on your diet. And that is just not the way to go about getting healthier in your life, for sure. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm.
I was starting to level up my mindset. Like, going from drinking a shake for breakfast was starting to level up my mindset and confidence about myself. Something that like a year before this, there's no way I would have ever in my lifetime stepped on stage in front of 1,000 people in a bikini. No way. I wouldn't even do it at the beach, right? So I went on to win that pro card, set the world record for the fastest one ever achieved. And it wasn't even about that, guys. It wasn't even about that. It was just the fact that I stepped on stage and had built up the confidence through drinking that shake and walking on a treadmill that led to working out, that led to the next step of like, I want to challenge myself more. It all started with having one shake a day. Isn't that crazy? And so I tell you this because that shake is what helped me finally break through the mentality that I was never going to lose weight or get healthy. It helped me break through the mentality that it wasn't for me. It helped me break through being stuck where I was at. And it was a shake that finally helped me get my first non-scale victories. You guys know what non-scale victories are? It's like stuff that's not measured by the scale or by a measuring tape or by a body fat monitor. It was like just having confidence to wear a cute dress or having confidence to talk to someone in a room instead of being like the fly on the wall, right? It gave me the confidence to get my bubbly personality back. That you guys have known me like this for so long, but this wasn't me at the time, right? I was like this. and I just wouldn't talk to anyone. I would just like stand in the corner because I didn't have the confidence. So I started building all those non-scale victories from just drinking a shake. So it was that shake that was the gateway to me feeling better, to me having more energy, to me gaining confidence, and then losing the 65 pounds and ending up setting a world record that's like insane, right? Never saw that coming. So I started achieving things for myself that were, I thought, impossible. Like, what are the things that you feel like are impossible for you right now? Maybe it's just that goal of, I want to lose 40 pounds. Maybe it's the goal of, I want to do a competition. Maybe it's the goal of, I want to build muscle. Maybe it's the goal of, I just want to be able to go on a hike. I used to love hiking and I can't hike anymore. And I want to go hike this trail that there's no way that I could do right now. Like, what is the thing that seems impossible to you right now? Because it was a shake that got me started on this journey that snowballed from drinking a shake to walking on a treadmill to feeling more confident to starting to work out to building muscle and leaning down to setting a world record. I'm telling you, the shake is the gateway to success because you don't have to change everything right now. You just need to change one thing, and that's having a shake for breakfast, okay? So the shake is what got me started, and dang sure didn't taste this good. I will absolutely put money on that one. So after all that, we started Lady Boss because I just like, man, I really want to help the ladies who are stuck on the couch just like I was, that don't know where to start or what to do. I want to help them get healthy, lose weight, like teach them how to love themselves every step of the way like I did. Because even when I was the fittest I'd ever been in my life, I still was like, man, I don't like the way that I look, or I still think that I look heavy, or I had like this whole conception about myself. Even when I was fit, I was just like, you would never expect it. But at the same time, I had almost less confidence then than I did when I was overweight, right? Yeah, the mom pooch, right? Getting rid of the mom pooch. I agree. We're always working on that one, huh? Yes, regaining my mental status and reduce my apron belly. I love it. So through my own experience and now having helped over 750,000 women, after losing 65 pounds, after gaining weight after 2 pregnancies and having to lose it again after the babies, like what I can tell you is I've learned if you want to have success with your health goal, it doesn't happen by starting complicated programs. It doesn't happen using overwhelming tactics like having to count your macros and weigh all your food or spending hours in the gym, because guess what? We don't have freaking time for that. Like, do you guys have time for that? I certainly do not have time for that, right? And so that's why everything became too hard for me when I would try to go down that path of like counting everything and measuring everything and, being like, having to.
That's not the only other option aside from this shake. I don't know if anyone has told her, but that's not the only other option to get healthy. You don't have to track, weigh, measure, blah, blah, blah. There are other methods of doing this in a healthy way. Please do not go the slim fast bull route of replacing your meals with shakes. No, don't do it.
Everything I was doing, like it wasn't the right first step. Yes, there's a time for those things later when I was getting into fitness, but to do it when I was the person sitting in the drive-thru drinking 10 sodas a day, like it was not the right first step for me. And I'm telling you right now, you can drink a shake for breakfast no matter how busy you are, no matter where you're at on your journey, no matter if you're stuck or you're just trying to like up your fitness level, it's the place that you can start. It was too much to change all at once, and that could be a lot of the problem with where you ladies are going right now. You're trying to do too much at once. You're trying to change everything at once. So achieving your health goal, it literally begins, with simply changing one thing, not everything, all right? And so in a little bit, I'm gonna bring a special guest up here and we are gonna start making recipes with you guys. It's gonna be so much fun and start showing you some of our favorite ways to drink cake. So all I'm saying is all you gotta do, start right now, start today, commit to just replacing your breakfast with cake, right? And then tomorrow I'm gonna show you how to make snacks with cake, right? And then on the third day, I'm gonna show you how to bake cake. And so it's going to give you all the resources you need to where you're not even going to feel like, you know what, I don't even miss the other stuff anymore.
What's funny is that she never mentions day 4 and 5. And I'm pretty sure that's because day 4 and 5 are the days that they are pushing the earn cake and sign up with Lady Boss. Like this is more or less a way to recruit people. And that is just a theory that I have. I don't know for sure what this challenge entails. Again, this was only day 1. Day 2 happens in just a few short hours, so I will be at that one too. She has, even when she announced it, when I reacted to her announcement video, she only went into detail about days 1, 2, and 3. It was never like, let's talk about what we're going to do on day 4 and 5. And I think that's because she knows the climate of the Lady Boss community right now. She knows that so many people are pissed about the direction that this company went. They don't like that it's an MLM. And she didn't want people to not come if they knew that they were going to be pitched to at the end of this. But I think that's definitely where it's going, and I can't wait to see if that's the case or not.
More. I started doing this for me because I was 65 pounds overweight. I like food. I like food. So I wanted to lose weight and to be able to have things that curb my cravings without having to be like, I'm missing out on everything. I have to give all the foods up that I love. I can't have any snacks anymore. I can't have anything. Like, that's not the path to success, right? The path to success is to find things that, oh, I'm going to have this cookie dough, like, as my treat, instead of eating half of the actual tub, right? Eating the actual tub of 5-pound cookie dough. Or I'm going to make this protein ice cream with cake instead of eating the actual tub of ice cream, right? It's the little...
Okay, well, you don't need to eat the tub of ice cream. Now, we also don't need to eat protein ice cream with protein powder. Just, there are other ways of doing this. Protein powder is not the only answer. We don't need protein powder in everything in every part of our day to lose weight. Like, have the ice cream. Just take some scoops and put it in a bowl. Toxic. The toxicity is everywhere in these MLMs.
Changes. It's the small victories that lead to big time goals. Yes. Yeah, I love being able to see you guys. It's amazing. So we're just going to focus, right? If we just focus on losing the first 5 pounds or losing the first 5 inches or losing the first 5% body fat, when you get that first win of the first 5 pounds, right, you gain confidence to keep going. And then the focus becomes the next 5 pounds, right? When I was looking at my goal of like, I need to lose 65 pounds, right? It seems so big and impossible to make happen. So what do you guys think? What's your first goal? Is it lose your first 5 pounds? Is it lose your first 5 inches? Is it lose 5% body fat? Like, if you're one that's like, I want to build muscle and lean down and tone up, it might be 5% body fat, leaning down. If you are on a weight loss journey, it'll be, I want to lose my first 5 pounds. I want you to set this little goal right here and now. Because soon, if you just focus on the next 5 and the next 5 and the next 5, that's how I did it. Soon enough, you'll look up and be like, oh my gosh, I just hit my goal. But when you try to eat the whole elephant in one bite of like, I have to lose 65 pounds, it seems way too overwhelming, and then it'll take way too long to do that you just won't do it. So I want to know, you guys commit right here in the chat, what is going to be your focus? Is the first 5 pounds, 5 inches, 5% body fat? Yes. I love it. Lose 5 pounds, 5 inches, 5 pounds. Love the commitment, ladies. I love the commitment, because that's one thing. It's one thing to say you want to do something or think it in your head. It's another thing to commit to it in the chat, commit to the goal, and then we can move forward together, right? We can push towards this goal together. So the purpose of the cake challenge, right, is to help you get those little victories. Today, we're going to do it, and we're going to start with simply one thing. We're going to change one thing. We're going to replace your breakfast with a nutritionally packed meal replacement shake that tastes like cake and is formulated specifically for women. It is not hard. It is not complicated. So it's not my goal here to like sell you guys on anything.
She says it's not her goal to sell anybody on anything. Bam, you're lying.
You could go to a grocery store and have a shake, but I'll tell you what, most of them are actually made for men. They're filled with way too much protein for you, way too much carbs, way too much sugars, and you definitely can't make snacks with it or bake with it. And let me just tell you that it's probably definitely chunky, chalky, tastes bad. You have to hold your nose. I remember, oh my gosh, how many times, and I can tell you this because I've tried pretty much everything that was ever on a shelf during my journey. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this other shake. I'm gonna try these other things. Like, I'm having to hold my nose to drink it, right? You guys ever had to do that? Like, had to force it down? Well, I'll bet you that this cake is the best tasting shake that you've ever had. So I know, I've tried them all. Like, I know what it tastes like. And so why settle, right? Why settle for something that doesn't taste this great? And I can't wait to show you the recipes in just a second. Like, why waste money on a shake that's just gonna sit in the pantry that you'll never drink? I'd rather you commit to your goal, get the one that I know you're gonna be able to be consistent with, that like 750,000 women love, that has thousands and thousands and thousands of 5-star reviews, that have helped all these women. Literally, they're obsessed with it, and they say, oh my gosh, this is the best tasting the number one thing that I always see in our reviews about Lady Boss Lean is, this is the best tasting shake I've ever had, and I couldn't imagine going a day without it, right? So why would you give up that for something that's like definitely not as good, probably made for men, is filled with a bunch of not good stuff, and doesn't doesn't make you want to have it. This is something that once I show you these recipes, you're gonna be like, I could be addicted to.
Listen, Linda. Protein powder has come a long way. It used to be that every protein that you got, even the protein bars and protein shakes, like you were eating a brick of chalk with the protein bars and you were drinking chalk, and it was disgusting. But they have come a very long way. And if you make sure that the protein powder that you're purchasing is third-party tested, then you should be okay. You, of course, want to look at the ingredients and make sure that all of the things that are in there are what you're supposed to be having and you're not allergic to anything or anything like that. But protein is not like that anymore. And you can do the same thing with other protein that doesn't cost nearly as much as this Lady Boss Lean.
This might be a problem. That's where I want you guys at, to where it's something that you love to do and something that you have to, instead of something you have to force yourself to do, right? So I'm gonna show you how to make my favorite recipes, from cookie dough to making healthy lattes or frappuccinos at home, to popcorn, to ice cream, to no-bake cookies, to chocolate chip cookies that'll not only taste amazing, all right? They taste amazing, but it gets you all of your daily nutrition in, and it'll also save you money, which is awesome. Like, everybody can like cheer for it saves you money, right? So I have with me, are you guys ready to like make some recipes together? Are you guys like with that? You guys ready to make some recipes together? Yeah. Woo! Okay, so I have a special guest with me, and she is a longtime Lady Boss that is freaking amazing. She pretty much does more recipes than I do at this point. It's so awesome. And I've loved watching her. I've loved watching her transformation journey. But I want to have her come up and share her testimony, where she's been, and then we're going to make some shakes together. We're gonna make some milkshakes together today, and we'll be back tomorrow to do all the snacks, and then the next day to do all the foods that you guys are gonna love. So grab your cake right now. If you got your cake, grab your cake right now, and we're gonna do it together. So with that, I wanna bring up my special guest, Miss Tina Higgs. Get out, Martina! Yeah! And then if I can get my table from you guys. Yes, okay. So, I know. You're like, are you ready for this?
I mean, I was born ready. What are you talking about?
I know. That's the right answer.
That
is such the right answer. We were just talking before this, and I was like, yeah, we just, we'll get up there and we'll just be our quirky, weird selves, And she was like, well, that's good, because we're both really weird. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. We are like so weird. I think I told you we were coming here, and we're like all excited, like, yeah, we're going to do the cake challenge together. And I was like, just know I'm like much weirder in person than.
She's much better in person.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is Tina.
Hi, guys.
And you've been a Lady Boss since 2019.
Yes,
right?
January 2019.
So I want you to share with everybody here on the cake challenge, like, what was your life like before Lady Boss? I want to share a little about your story before we get into making awesome recipes, but can you like share with them what was life like before Lady Boss?
Life was absolutely miserable. I was so unhappy. I had zero confidence in anything and everything I did. I hated looking in the mirror. I hated putting clothes on. I just was not happy whatsoever. I felt like I didn't deserve my husband, and it was miserable. It was just a miserable time for me.
Yeah, what do you feel like what do you feel like the breaking point was for you, that you went from like feeling that way to like, what was like the bottom, like rock bottom moment that you're like, I've had enough?
Just the weight would not come off, and I was just done looking at myself in the mirror and just being disgusted. It breaks my heart to even say that about myself now, because my mindset has changed since
then.
Now
you got the Lady Boss mentality.
I do. So it was just looking at myself in the mirror and just being disgusted. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done feeling like I don't deserve myself, my kids, my husband. I was just done. And so I was like, all right, well, time to finally truly make a change. Stop being interested and just commit.
Yeah.
So I committed.
You also told me that you felt like you were always I hate even using the word. I call it the F word.
Yep.
To me, it's like worse than the other F word,
Oh,
like the real F word. But like you told me that you always felt like the fat friend. What did you mean by that?
I felt like the outcast. Like my friends were prettier. I was just that fat friend that kept around to hype themselves up. I was that funny friend, but it was just nothing more than that. I was like that secondary last choice, and I felt like it was because of my weight, because everybody that they chose were very pretty and very like slim or whatever the case may be. But I just felt unworthy of being anybody's friend.
Have you ladies ever felt that way? You ladies that are on in the chat, like have you ever felt that way? Oh my gosh. Well, how do you feel like when that was happening? Like for you, like what was like the emotion behind that when they would be like choosing the other ones that were prettier, or like they were like cliquey and you were kind of like, you know?
It was just my heart broke. That's the easiest way to say it, is just that my heart broke because I again felt like I was unworthy. So I was just unworthy of everybody, including myself. So that's as simple as it be. Heart broke.
I know that. I like remember that. Like that story about me and my roommates. It was like the exact same way. It was like.
That's just really sad. That said, this feels like a infomercial now. I just woke up at 3 a.m. on the couch and I'm 13 and this is what was on TV. What is happening?
Like, you know, even though we were all friends, it would feel like they kind of like clicked up together and I was just kind of like the outcast among them that didn't relate to them. And like, I just kind of like sat as the wallflower. And it was like, we're friends, but they didn't treat me the same way that they treated other friends.
Like when there was just us, it was fine. But as soon as those other friends came in, it's like, nah.
They wanted to be their friend. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we were good for the pictures of them in their cute dresses,
exactly.
I guess. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, we were just the one they put in the middle of all of them, like skinny on the sides of, just, make them look smaller, I guess. But so you became a Lady Boss January of 2019.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And then what has been like your health journey so far? Like what's been your transformation?
So my biggest, yes, I lost the weight. I was max 230 pounds. I started with Lady Boss at 205
And we're like the
pounds.
same size. If I wasn't
5'2".
Yeah.
I'm 5'2".
Yes.
I call myself
5'2" with an attitude of 6'2". You know what I mean?
It's funny because I tell people all the time I'm either bite size or fun size. Depends on my attitude. So yes, very short, but we're good. We're good. So I was at my heaviest 230 pounds, and I'm sorry. What was the question?
I said, you have to forgive us. I told you we were going to be weird, okay, guys? Okay. I said, your transformation. Tell me, like, what your transformation was from the day, like, you started and you were feeling that way at rock bottom. Like,
Thank you.
It's all good.
The whole, like, bite-size thing just threw me off. So I started out in the Lady Boss group. I was keeping an eye on people. Just chilling, filling out. And then I started swapping out small things, okay? So just doing the one shake a day.
Yeah.
Just start out small because you want success, start out small. Don't need to change everything at one time.
What'd you just say?
Don't change everything at one time.
Yeah, I just wanted you to repeat it.
Yeah.
Don't change everything at one time.
Here in the background. So I started out small, just drank the one shake. And I actually didn't move my body for 3 months. I just focused on my nutrition. I ate the stuff that was in the recipe book, and I had that one shake, and I changed the shake up through the recipe book that you guys have, which is fire. And then I went from that to moving. I just walked, just focused on walking, just some kind of movement, dancing around with the kids, wrestling around with the kids, walked outside. And then from there, I did the 28-day challenge. And that's where the mindset completely changed for me, because I was still in a miserable point, but you guys helped me transform my mind into something spectacular, something I never even realized would even be a thing. I became more confident in myself. I realized that I could set boundaries and be okay with it. Set boundaries with family, friends. I put myself first because as a mom, it's very easy for us to...
Yeah, and you're a mom of four.
Four.
You guys see that? 4 kids.
Yes.
She's got 4 kids, 3 girls and a boy.
3 girls and a boy, 7 and younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's chaos. So I changed my mind, or I transformed my mindset, and that's where literally everything just blossomed and just felt like it just was like a puzzle piece. It just clicked. I didn't feel worthy of my husband. I didn't feel worthy of anything. And now I feel like I'm worthy of the entire world.
Yeah.
And I deserve good, and I deserve the positive and the love. So it's been fantastic. I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for you and this entire program. So
yes, I love it. So what would you say, like, how has in a whole, like in a synopsis, like how has Lady Boss changed your life? Before we jump into these recipes, like what would you say?
It has completely transformed. I am not nearly the same person as I was, and I'm never going back.
Yeah.
I did a complete 180. I don't take crap. I stand up for myself. I stand up for what I believe in, and I am very passionate and found my career and passion due to this. So yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Are you ladies ready to drink some cake?
Drink cake.
Yes. Give it up for Tina. That was like, I super appreciate you sharing your story.
Yeah.
So I remember just being like, no one gets me. Like, no one understands where I'm at. Like, there's no hope for me. And when you feel that way, so you guys heard testimony, it's like, if you relate to that at all, drop a yes in the comments. Because for me, it was like, I just needed to hear there was someone out there like me. But she has 4 kids. She was like the person I was looking at being like, she's got 4 kids, okay? I don't have any kids. If she can do it, I can do it. Like, that's what you guys should be saying right now. Or if you have 4 kids or 8 kids, right? It's like, wow, like if she was able to do this, starting drinking 1 shake a day and like literally moving her body, there's no reason that you can't, right? It's just your mindset. And maybe that's what it takes, starting drinking that 1 shake, that helps turn into the change of your mindset, just like it did for Tina, okay?
Absolutely.
You guys ready to make some shakes with us?
Let's make some shakes.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, we got our shake makers making shakes. So while they're bringing me my shake, you tell me what's your favorite one that we're making today?
Probably strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Cheesecake is my weakness.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I'm
that
like,
shake.
I'm pretty sure just every sweet was my weakness. There like wasn't one thing, it was just everything.
Everything.
Okay, so let's start out with our first one here. Look at this. Look how cute this is. Oh yeah. And we're gonna start out with chocolate.
That's awesome that she feels that confident and she feels so good. What I don't love is, like every other MLM does, they're positioning it like it's going to absolutely change your life, make you healthier, and it's all going to be amazing. Like, you have to put in work to have your life change like this. It's not just replacing a meal with a shake. So to give you a little bit of background about this individual that is on stage with Kaylin, she is somebody who, like Kaylin said, has been with Lady Boss for 5 years, meaning she has been purchasing Lady Boss and been in the community. She is somebody who was posting a lot of Lady Boss lean recipes on her TikTok, so I'm assuming that's probably why she picked her.
Peanut butter cup. So what I love about this one is I felt like this one was always great when I was like, I want something chocolatey, I want something sweet, or I'm like craving something like sweet and savory.
Yes.
I would be like, okay, chocolate peanut butter cup. I drank this shake legit like every single day until I like was like, okay, Kaylin, maybe it's time to like switch it up a little bit, you know, like let's switch it up a little bit. So let's tell them how to make our chocolate peanut butter shake. So they're gonna start out with, you tell them.
8 ounces of almond milk.
8 ounces of almond milk. I would pour it in my blender up here, but I didn't want to blend up here for you guys to have to listen to the whole time, right? So really simple. 8 ounces of almond milk. You're gonna go
1 packet of lean.
1 packet of lean.
The best stuff ever. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter.
Yeah, well, you know how I do 1 tablespoon of peanut butter? With a giant lump on the top.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, it's not really 1 tablespoon. This is really, but it fits in 1 tablespoon, so we'll go with 1, right? And then?
And 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder.
Yes. And then?
A handful of ice.
And then you're just gonna blend this in the blender and like watch the magic happen, okay? Watch the magic happen. Here, you want to try? You want to do this one?
I do.
I'm like, man, I'm hungry up here.
Oh, I forgot how good this was.
Okay, next up, we're gonna teach you how to make chocolate covered strawberry. Oh, but first, I want to ask you another question.
Okay.
So you said a minute ago that when you became a Lady Boss, like your mindset changed, and you told me like I learned how to love myself, right? I learned how to have self-compassion. Like tell me what that means to you. Like what actually happened that, you know, you found yourself like not capable of before, and what shift happened?
Well, I would beat myself up tremendously if I were to fail.
Yeah.
But then I realized that those failures weren't really failures. They were stepping stones to success and to learn from. So I would just not beat myself up the next day. Just look, it was that one meal, one snack, and move on.
Yeah.
There's no it's done and over with. You can't take it back. So just move on from it. And that's where the self-compassion and self-love comes from, is just realizing it's already done. Don't look behind you. Look forward. What can I change on the next meal, on the next snack, on the next day, and just go from there.
Yeah, because it's so easy to be like, when you go from someone with, you know, just a like self-deprecating mindset all the time, that you make a mistake or you mess up and then it just completely like you unravel. You just go off the wagon. You're like, well, I already ate one Oreo. I might as well eat the whole carton, right?
Exactly.
Like that's exactly what I would do. Be like, I already ate one, already messed up. Might as well just eat the whole thing. And now I might as well go ahead and just eat a whole box of cereal, right?
Yes. Which was when I first started out with the whole weight loss thing, I didn't realize that moderation was a thing.
Yeah.
Until you guys. Until coming into Lady Boss, and I realized, oh, okay, so I can have the serving size and just be satisfied with that. You don't realize how satisfied you are by that serving size until you just do it.
Yeah.
Because your mind will trick you, say, no, you need the whole thing.
Yeah.
You need to eat the entire thing of Oreos. But take those few Oreos on a napkin, go sit and eat them, and then you're like, oh, craving's gone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, girl, we ain't giving up. We ain't giving up the snack, like the dessert we love. We're having the serving size, and we still get those things.
Exactly.
We drinking our shake for breakfast. You know what I mean?
I do appreciate them for mentioning that. That's something that I feel very strongly about. Like, I don't think you should be restricting yourself from those cravings. Like, a piece of chocolate or cookie, whatever it is, of course, in moderation. So I can appreciate that they just mentioned that.
Okay, so for chocolate covered strawberry, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have 8 ounces of almond milk, all right? Then you're gonna have vanilla cake lean. You're gonna throw this in there. Then you're gonna have 5. This is more than 5, but this is 5. We're gonna do 5 frozen strawberries in there, and then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa and a handful of ice. You're gonna throw it in the blender. This one's mine, that's why I had them give it to me.
Girl.
But I love this one because it's like you get that fruit, that freshness of the fruit, but you also get the chocolate because like life is better with chocolate.
Exactly.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that is shake number 2. What you're gonna wanna do as you guys make this shake, okay? Grab your peanut butter right now and your cocoa. Most of the stuff all of you guys have in your pantry already. At least 3 of these that I'm looking at right now, you could make right now with us. So if you got your cake, go grab your blender, do this with me, set it up, be on there, and I want you to take a selfie with your shake.
So good.
We gotta take our selfie.
That's not culty at all. Take a selfie with your shake.
I need a phone. We gotta take a selfie. We done made our
I don't
shake.
have my phone.
Neither do I. I'd be talking on it probably. I'd be talking on it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bring us a phone. So you're gonna want to take a selfie with your shake as soon as you make it. Whenever you make your first one, right now would be awesome because you already have most of the stuff. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So you're gonna take a selfie with your shake. You're gonna use this later. You're gonna use it for something special later. I'm not gonna tell you what it is right now. That's gonna happen on day 4. Okay. So for you, you also told me, going back to your story a little bit, because I just want them to get to know you. Like, it's not about me and like what I did 10 years ago. Like, you have done this in the last couple of years. You have 4 kids. Like, you're in the thick of it, right? I had no kids. So I want like all the moms out there and the other women out there to understand, like, if you can do it, they can too. Yeah. You said that, you know, when you looked in the mirror, when you look in the mirror now, like, you don't pick out your flaws anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what did you mean? Like, you used to pick out your flaws in the mirror?
Oh my gosh. I would stand in front. I have a body mirror. Okay?
Yeah.
And I would stand in the mirror. I hate being naked. Let's be honest. Like, I hate being naked. I have a lot of things in areas I want to change. But look, see, what I do is like, I like to flip the script. So if I see one negative thing, I turn around and say 3 positive things. So in the mirror,
I love that.
I used to pick on my arms, pick on my sag, pick on my legs, all the things, right? On my face, all the things. But now if I look in the mirror, if I go past the mirror, I'm like, ugh, I stop myself and I'm like, okay, this body birthed 4 kids.
Yeah.
I had 4 healthy pregnancies.
Yeah.
I may have a sag, but guess what? My body is still here.
Yeah.
It's still fighting for me, so how can I give up on my body? And I just remind myself of everything that my body has went through. I've had 5 surgeries in the last 8 years. Like I said, 4 kids that I deal with on a day-to-day basis.
I love how you said deal with.
Deal
That's
with.
all I deal with.
Come on, we're us
like,
moms, we deal with it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Like, you ain't got to tell me how to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You just get worse, the attitude. That's fine.
And so what do you say in the mirror now? Like, when you look at yourself now, like, how is it different? What you
I
say?
look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I am not that 230-pound woman. My body has went through a magical transformation. again, has carried four beautiful children. It has went from a huge size now to a smaller size. I'm getting stronger day to day because I'm lifting weights.
Yes.
Like my
Did
body.
you ever think that you would be like lifting weights or going to the
No,
gym?
I
Because
wouldn't.
now you'd be doing like workouts every day. Like, did you ever think that was going to happen?
No.
Just because, like, I said that about me, but, like, I just want them to know if they're feeling that way right now. Like, you never saw it coming.
I never saw it
From
coming.
drinking a shake, you never saw it coming.
I never saw it because I never imagined how it would make me feel.
Yeah.
It feels empowered and it feels good. I actually did my first strongwoman's competition a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, and I got 4th in my class, so that was great.
That is insane.
I never thought that would happen.
And so you're telling me that you just got 4th in a strong woman competition and all this started by drinking a shake
It did.
for breakfast?
It did.
Okay. Well, I didn't say it. She did. Just so you guys know. I love it. Okay, the third shake we're going to...
First of all, that's amazing. Good for her. So happy for her. Secondly, Kaylin, let's chill out on the, all you did was start by drinking a shake in the morning. No. Don't make these people think it's that easy. It is not that easy. It is not that easy.
show you guys how to make is skinny jeans. So this one's really cool. So if you're someone that likes more of the smoothie style or you want something like more tart, I love this one for this. So skinny jeans, your turn. We got what are we gonna do with all these? We're gonna be so full at the end of this.
It's fine.
Okay, skinny jeans, guys. So this one's green. Yes.
So we're doing 8 ounces of almond milk.
Yep.
The packet of lean.
Yeah, that cake. Get that cake in there.
Cake. 1 cup of spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Get your nice greens. And a splash of lemon juice.
Yeah, squeeze it in
And
there. Just
ice.
and ice. Okay, I love this. Here, I'm gonna let you have it. That's like one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna let you have it. But with the skinny jeans, right? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's like you would never think that spinach tastes good. Like I was like, the first time I saw the recipe to like put spinach in a shake, and I was like, there ain't no way. I don't eat spinach. I don't touch salad. That stuff is for cows. You know?
Yeah.
Like that stuff's for cows. Like I don't eat that.
Rabbits.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put some pizza in there. I'll eat it. Like Blitzed pizza.
That'd be okay.
No, so I love this one. If you like more tartness or you want more of a smoothie style shake, that one is definitely for you. So let's talk about you were talking about your 4 kids, right? And you have 3 daughters and you have a son.
Yes.
And you said like my 4 kids see their mother love herself or, trying to at least like every day, like working on it every day and loving yourself. Like, how is that different from your kids' perspective? And like, what does that mean to you for them to be able to see you this way now?
So I grew up with women in the family who didn't talk good about themselves.
Yeah.
Society's very hard on us women.
Yeah.
And women can be very hard on us women, right?
Yeah.
Which then we have to, our kids growing up, especially girls, have to live in this society where women are hard on women,
Yeah.
we're hard on ourselves, and we don't see our value. So after I found my mindset and realized how valuable it was, I was like, I have to show my girls that they need to love themselves, the affirmations, because the world's going to be cruel.
Yeah.
You have to ignore it.
Yeah.
Be confident in yourself, love yourself, and nothing else will matter.
I love
So that's the drive that I have every day, is to have my girls see a very happy, healthy mom, mentally especially.
I love that. It's so good. It's so powerful too. Like you don't realize, it's like the things that you say or how you treat yourself or how you talk about yourself in the mirror or how you talk about the way that you look, like it transfers to your kids,
Your
right?
kids hear what you say.
Yes.
Not just like
Yeah.
the random stuff, but they hear
Yeah.
how you treat yourself.
Yeah.
They see how you treat yourself. So you have to start treating yourself better to have your girls treat themselves better. When
I
they grow
love
up.
that. I absolutely love that. Woo, that's hot. That's hot
chills.
tips right
Got
there.
chills
Me
talking
too.
about that.
I thought we were gonna cry for a second. I was like, Christine, don't make us cry.
Keep crying.
Don't make us cry. Don't make us cry. Okay. The next shake we're gonna show you how to make. I love this one. So if you're someone who likes frappuccinos or you're drinking like sugary lattes in the morning, this is like the perfect switch up, and it is the cafe mocha shake. Oh, wait, is this one it? Oh, okay. Cool. This is our cafe mocha. Man, I probably shouldn't drink this one right now. I already had too much coffee, if you guys can't tell. Probably shouldn't drink. I'll make you drink this one. So cafe mocha, all right, we're gonna go with 8 ounces of cold coffee. So what that means is basically you're just gonna make your normal cup of coffee in the morning at your house. Like this is nothing special. This is literally just one of those cups in there, make the coffee, right? You're gonna do a 1/2 cup of almond milk. You're gonna do your packet of cake, of vanilla cake lean, and you're gonna do 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa and some ice. And when you blend this thing up, it literally tastes like a cafe mocha frappuccino that usually has like 100 grams of sugar
like
in
McDonald's?
it.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, like from one of those places that I used to like go through a drive-thru every day and spend $8 getting a frappuccino. It tastes just like that. So it replaced all that for me. And I was like, dang, how can this be healthy? Like now I'm getting that frappuccino fix, but without all the sugar and like all the crazy carbs that are in it.
Yes, I mean, this tastes like it has all that sugar in it. It's so good.
I know. Don't drink too much of that. You go sleep tonight. So, Tina, before we move on to the last one, what's your biggest tip for these ladies who are here right now that are here on the cake challenge for the first time? Like, what's your biggest tip for them who are maybe be starting on day one today? Like, they're at the place where they're like, I got on this because they felt like us when we finally were like, I'm gonna get up off the couch, I'm gonna do something about it. Like, they're at that point. So what tip will you give to them?
Start slow. One change at a time. That's where you need to do it. It's just one change. And do that one change consistently for a little while and then do another change and then consistently. You want to try to make these into habits.
Yeah.
So one change at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. That's why I focused on nutrition for 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I knew myself. Back in the past with everything else, I jumped in 100 miles an hour, go overwhelmed.
Yeah.
One change at a time.
Yeah, it's like you might be able to do the complicated thing for like 2 weeks.
Exactly.
But then all of a sudden, like, life is happening around you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, like, I got you got 4 kids. I got 4 kids in my house. Like, all life's happening. I'm taking people places. I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I don't have the time or the energy or the capacity, really. Like, especially us as women. Like, I don't have the capacity to make this happen consistently on a regular basis. Right. So just, like, changing one thing at a time, don't you agree? Like, get you rolling into like the next change. And you look up and you're working out and doing strong woman competitions. I'm like, dang.
It absolutely does. That one change, and then life can come with that one change fixed, and you can be like, okay, well, I can adjust still with having this one change. Like, I can still make this shake on the go. I can still have this packet of lean in a shaker bottle on the go, ready to go, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about doing everything and being complicated all at one time. Just one change.
Yeah, I think that's like the big misconception in weight loss is that like for me to get to my weight loss goal or me to get to my health goal, right? It's like I have to do all these difficult things. And like that's like the biggest lie ever told about getting to your goal. It's like it does not have to be complicated. It does not have to make you miserable. It does not have to be a pain. Like it does not have to make like you feel like, oh my gosh, I have a second full-time job now to try to get to my goal. Like it does not have to be that way. And that's what myself and Christina, who have both done it this way, are trying to tell you. And there's been like, hundreds of thousands of other women do it too. You know what I mean? So before I go to the last one, if you guys are VIPs, you have VIP access to the cake challenge, don't forget to be dropping your questions for us in the chat because we are going to answer all of those in the VIP area at the VIP after party. I think we'll be like, maybe you and I will be dancing at that point. Like,
I mean, I'm down for that.
You know what I mean?
I'm always down for dancing.
Like, well, yeah, it just gets weirder from here, guys.
It's
Those
good.
of you with VIP access, like, it's just going to get more awesome from here. So as you guys have questions, drop them in the chat for us. Can be anything dealing with our weight loss journeys. How do we do it? How was she feeling when she was experiencing this? How did she get her kids, like, repeating affirmations with her and, like, building their confidence up? Like, you can ask us whatever questions you want, and we're going to be pretty much telling you all of the real stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just don't ask me. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something about my underwear. Just don't ask me what color my underwear on. I'm like, we're all girls here. Maybe you can, I guess. Okay, so the last one we're gonna make with you guys is the strawberry cheesecake, which is your favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
So is this the one that you were like my chocolate peanut butter cup that you were
Yes.
just like over and over and over again?
This one and honestly the Butterfinger one too.
Oh,
Hands
yeah.
down.
That one's so good. That one is in the recipe book. If you have VIP access, if you're on Subscribe and Save and have VIP access, you have that recipe book with the Butterfinger. You're right, dude. That was one of my favorites.
It's
the
fire.
butterscotch.
Yes. Oh.
It's like next level. It tastes like a candy bar.
It literally does. That's why I drink it all the time.
I feel like I went from the chocolate peanut butter cup to the Butterfinger one. Those
Like,
were like my
mixed it?
two addictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So strawberry cheesecake. This one's super simple. Take it away.
So 8 ounces of almond milk.
Yeah.
Nice. And then we have the lean.
Yeah. You went in 1 packet of lean.
1 packet of lean. And then we have 8 ounces, 8 frozen strawberries.
Yep.
And then we have 1 tablespoon of cream cheese.
Yep. And this is where it comes in that it's like, ooh,
Yes.
it's like all silky smooth.
Uh-huh.
Tastes so good.
Oh, yeah. And then we have 1 graham cracker. Crumble that bad boy up.
Yep, crumble it up, stick it in there. It's like the crust on the cheesecake, you guys. It's so good.
Handful of ice.
Let's do it. Handful of ice. So you blend that up. I saved your guys' ears today. You blend that up, and boom, it turns into, ta-da, your favorite one. There you go. That one's for you. Again, I'm like, dang, I keep giving you all the good ones. Man, next time we need to make 2. Oh my gosh. So, Tina, before I send you off here, what do you say to ladies who, maybe right now, like they haven't made their first shake yet, they haven't tried the cake yet, they haven't, done this process yet? What do you say to them, to the ones that are like, maybe like, oh, I'm not sure if the shake is good, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this? What do you say to them?
Honestly, you never know until you try.
Yeah.
You never know until you try. I am just an ordinary woman I'm just from a small town.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the best protein powder I've ever had in my entire life. It makes everything taste good. And the fact that you can bake with it, cook with it, like, it's insane. Because actually, I've tried with other protein powders, and they don't ever turn out like with lean.
Yeah.
So even if you don't like shakes, put it in some baked goods, make cookies, all the things. So
wait, are you telling me that I can have cookies and get to my goal?
100%.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it insane?
Sign me up.
Right?
Sign me up. Sign me up. So what do you say to ladies that are like, I'm not sure, like, if I can do this? Like, will this work for me? Like, what word of encouragement do you have for them that, you can leave them with today? Just giving them, like, here's the word of encouragement I have for you, because, like, when you started, right, and this was day 1 for you or day 0 for you, like, what was the thing that you wish someone would have told you, and how can you encourage them before you go?
I have a couple. You are limitless.
Oh,
and you are
good.
more. Those are my top 2 favorites.
You are limitless and you are more. I am sorry, but those are the 2 most generic statements that so many MLMers use. That's just word salad. Like, you're not giving me anything with that. Thank you, though.
What's the you are more? Like, what do you mean by that?
Because I always thought I was just a mom. That's all I was meant to be, which is not a bad thing. I love being a mom. I got engulfed in that title, and so that's where I felt blah the most. But I am more. I'm more than a mom. I'm more than a wife. I am more than titles that the world wants to give me. I am Christina Hicks, and the world will see me.
Oh, girl! That is so good! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You guys give it up for Tina for helping me out today, making shakes. She just had a drink cake. What's up, ladies? I can see you guys. I can see all your beautiful faces over there. Just so you guys know, I can see you. You guys want to grab this tail for me? Get it, like, you know me. I'll be like knocking it over or something, turn it around. So what was your guys' favorite recipe that we shared? Or if you have already tried your cake, like you've already drank cake in your own way, you've already tried a recipe, what is your favorite all-time recipe that you've made? So what was your favorite one we shared, or which one are you excited about trying? And then if you've had lean before, what's your favorite all-time recipe? Peanut butter cup, yes! Oh yeah, peanut butter cup. Yes, everyone's like, peanut butter cup is the best. I know, I think so too. Like, I'm excited to try Butterfinger, chocolate-covered strawberry always, and Lady Boss on the beach. Yeah, that's a good one. I think the name is like, it's even better. I love it. Yeah, and I want to thank Christina so much. She came all the way here to share her testimony with you ladies, because I want it to be more about like my story and how I did it. It's like you can literally hear from other lady bosses each day who have just followed this system, started with one change, not changing everything, one thing, replacing breakfast with a shake, having the shake, or like having it in bakes, or having it in foods, right? Being able to snack on it. That, man, it escalated. Like, how would you ever think, like, today, your starting day, that in, a year from now, you would be doing a strong woman competition? Like, she didn't see that coming either, right? And so I just want to help inspire you guys that you can absolutely do this. If Tina can do it with 4 kids, like, you guys, we can do this, right? Like, we can absolutely do this. So we're about to start our VIP after party for all the ladies who are on Subscribe and Save, all right? Well, before I get there, I want to tell you.
Yeah, by the way, that's all you needed for the VIP. You had to purchase a Subscribe and Save of 1, 2, or 3 boxes. And if you did that, you got into VIP. Kicker is that there's not enough packets in one box to last you an entire month. There's only 20 packets. So there's typically 30 to 31 days in a month. Maybe fix that. Maybe get that in order.
Subscribe and save, all right? Well, before I get there, I want to tell you, tomorrow when we get to eat cake, we are going to make cookie dough. We're going to make ice cream. We're going to make all of our favorite snacks that legit, instead of going to your pantry at nighttime and, getting out of control on the box of Oreos like we were talking about. I remember going to my pantry one night and I was like, I'm just going to eat an Oreo. And then after that, it was like, then I was 2 Oreos, and then it was 5 Oreos, and then there was 4 rows of Oreos gone. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, I cannot believe I just did that, right? And so we're going to show you how to have snacks with cake that you're not even gonna miss the other stuff anymore. Like for me, going from a 5-pound tub of cookie dough to making healthy cookie dough, I don't even miss the old one anymore. So we're gonna show you how to do that tomorrow. So if you wanna join us for the VIP after party, you can upgrade to subscribe and save at 5daycakechallenge.com/upgrade, 5daycakechallenge.com/upgrade. And I'm gonna tell you all the awesomeness that comes with that, because it's way more than just VIP access to the VIP after party after this. Or like if you have questions, message a friend that sent you here if you need help, okay? So we are gonna send you guys the secret link to join us for VIP. I'm gonna bring on several special guests. Me and Christina are gonna be here like telling the raw truth about things, sharing things from our story that, I don't know, maybe we'll cry a little bit. I feel like Christina's gonna send me there today. She almost got me like 3 times. I held it together, but we're gonna be sitting together just as friends with you guys and answering honest questions. I'm gonna bring on experts in the weight loss and health industry, and we're gonna lead conversations around all things health. All right. You can ask us questions about our weight loss journeys. You can pick our brains on how we got this weight loss success or our health success or how we started building muscle, right? But my goal with VIP is literally to give you guys insight and experience that will change the trajectory of your health journey and your life. Like, this will be the real after party, and I'm super excited about it. It's like what I've been like pumping myself up for, and I absolutely love it because it's just like chill and hanging out and it's friends. It's like happy hour, right? But at the same time, it's like you'll be able to learn things that you'll never be able to unlearn, right? You'll hear things and get tips and tricks and real life experience from these ladies and from us that once we tell it to you, you can't ever unlearn it. And so plus, besides that, when you get on Subscribe and Save, we're gonna give you the giant recipe book of 61 milkshakes and smoothies for free. If you guys have this recipe book, like, you know how good it is to have 61 different recipes, not just the 5 we shared today. It has the 5 we shared today in there, but all of them. So whenever you're like, okay, like I found my favorite shake, what's my number 2 shake so I can start switching it up, right? And so it includes the 56 other recipes that we have that are all-time favorites for free for you when you upgrade to VIP access on Subscribe and Save. And the best part, this is the part that I'm like, oh, this is amazing. You're gonna get exclusive access to the 28-day Burn It Challenge. That's for Subscribe and Save members only, okay? Because I can teach you this concept and the recipes to lose weight or get to your health.
So she's already pitching the 28-day challenge. Like, is every day gonna end with some kind of pitch? Because that's annoying. This was supposed to be something that people could come to like kickstart their health or weight loss journey, not be sold to for 5 days.
Goal in 5 days, right? I can get you like so pumped up about it. I can get you back on track and back on the wagon. I can get you out of the overwhelm of the process and starting on the one step at a time. I can get you feeling great and being motivated for this week and achieving non-scale victories by having cake. But if I'm honest, it's gonna take more than 5 days to get to your goal, right? Christina would agree with me, right? Like, it's gonna take you more than 5 days to get to your goal. And that's where the 28-day Burn It Challenge comes in, right? So we've set up this 28-day Burn It Challenge for our Subscribe and Save members so we can help you get to your goal 10 times faster and easier. And what I mean by this is the 28-day Burn It Challenge, all right? We're gonna do live workouts 3 days a week, okay? So it doesn't matter if you've ever worked out in your life before, we're gonna help get you like just moving your body, right? Just learning a couple new moves and being able to do this from home. And then plus, on the other 3 days of the week, we're gonna give myth-busting motivational messages from all of our panel of weight loss experts on the other days of the week so that you can start to learn how to actually implement this healthy lifestyle. When Tina was talking about how her mindset shifted during the challenge, when she was talking about how I started thinking to myself differently. When she was talking about how when I looked in the mirror, I would think one bad thing, but then I would tell myself 3 great things. When she was talking about that mindset shift that she had, like that happened from these types of messages with our panel of experts, right? Literally teaching you how to transform your mindset, not only your body, not only your health, but your mindset about yourself, your confidence about yourself. Like we are gonna build that up in you, okay? So we'll either be doing a live workout with a coach and it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna do it on stage. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so exciting. Or you're gonna be getting your mind blown by all of their expert knowledge and getting to talk to them and ask questions, which is like literally once you learn, you can't unlearn it. And it'll be a resource for you for the rest of your life. And plus too, I just love the fact that we always say, I don't know if I can get motivated. Like this cuts that totally out of it because they're gonna be getting you pumped up and motivated every day to keep you on track for your journey to that goal that you want to have, right? To the amount of that 5 pounds you wanna lose, that 5 inches you wanna lose, that 5% body fat you wanna lose. Like this is the path to that goal. So our goal is to help you lose that first 5 pounds, that first 5% body fat, that first 5 inches. And when you lose the first 5 pounds, the first 5 inches, the first 5% body fat. Like when you hit that first goal, you are gonna earn your free I Burned It t-shirt. And so this is like a trophy. This is a trophy that cannot be bought. It has to be earned. And so when you lose that first 5 pounds, we wanna reward you for that first small victory. Because I know for me, the first 5 pounds was the hardest, right? I had to get myself going. I had to start being consistent on having my shake for breakfast. And so we want to reward you for that achievement of hitting that first marker, of that first victory. So what's really great is when you go and subscribe and save, you not only get VIP access to the VIP after party that's about to start, but you're gonna get that giant recipe book of 61 milkshakes and smoothies so you can switch up your shakes. And then you're gonna get access to the 28-day Burn It Challenge to have the live workouts, get the motivational coaching that helps you get to your goal, and you're gonna be able to earn your free I Burned It trophy t-shirt, right? Isn't that exciting? I want the t-shirt. Like we all have to earn it ourselves. Like we were literally sitting around, I was sitting around with the leaders, the Lady Boss leaders today, and we're like, we all have to earn our shirt. We gotta get our shirt. And so you can upgrade to subscribe and save right now. Go to 5daycakechallenge.com/upgrade if you haven't already, and you'll receive the link for the VIP party to your email. If you need help, just message your friend. But I am so excited. I feel like what's about to happen in the VIP after party and what's about to happen in the 28-day Burn It Challenge is literally going to be life-changing. Like Tina said, I started drinking a shake a day. I started doing the challenge. It changed my mindset. I started doing more. I started walking. Then I started working out. Then all of a sudden, like she's doing strong woman competition, just placed 4th. Like this is the gateway. The shake is the gateway that we know works and that we've helped thousands of women have results with. Like it does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be hard. You do not have to be miserable. It can be fun. And I'm gonna tell you that number one, the VIP after party that starts in a few minutes is gonna be absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know, I feel like we're gonna dance or do something like crazy wild. And we're gonna tell some stories that we've never told before. I feel like that's where we're going with this. And so I will see all of you ladies tomorrow at the same time in the same place so we can eat cake. We'll be bringing all the snack recipes that you're gonna replace all of your high calorie, high sugar, high fat snacks that you're trying to you're like, oh, okay, like maybe if I had a replacement for this, I wouldn't eat the whole thing of Oreos. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So we teach you how to replace unhealthy snacks with healthy ones. You're not even gonna miss the old ones. So what I love about this is, number one, I think I'm just stoked for you guys. I'm just stoked for you. If I could go back in time and tell myself when I was stuck in the diet cycle, when I was trying so many things over and over and over again, if I would just told myself, Kayla, it doesn't have to be this hard. You can literally just start with one thing. That is the gap I'm trying to close for you so you don't have to go down the same path of trying so many things, failing at so many things, stopping and starting over and over and over again. That's what I would tell you. Don't overcomplicate it for you. A shake a day is the best place to start. And I will see you ladies. Those of you that are VIPs, congratulations on being VIP to the cake challenge. I'm gonna see you in just 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes in the VIP access area where me and Christina will be literally laying everything out, stories that we've never told. That's gonna be our topic, weight loss stories we've never told. But I will see all of you other ladies tomorrow, the rest of you tomorrow for Eat Cake, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna make a ton of snacks, and I can't wait for you guys to try them. I will see you then. Bye.
before day one, I felt like I just partied with Barbie. There was so much pink. If you made it all the way through day one with me, make sure you give this video a like. I'm gonna go get ready for day two, and I will see you then.